Good evening, beautiful people. How are you guys tonight, man? I am your host, Joku. Welcome to another Wisdom Talk, another video of mine. Thank you guys for coming. So I just want to say, man, challenge equals growth. That means up is the only way to go. Stay blessed and continue elevating. This is something. Excuse me. We left off in the middle of chapter 2 in our last video, and we find out that the root cause of our suffering is our own thinking. Did you guys acknowledge your thoughts after the last video and came to a realization that not everything you think is directly from your own consciousness, and maybe from something random or another trigger from something else random? And did you observe this thought again and realize that, no, I choose to act differently. I choose to respond differently. I am in control of who and what I am. Done that? It's pretty healthy. And I want to continue. I will continue. A young monk and the empty boat. A Zen story about how thinking is the cause of our own suffering. Got a story, man. We got a story for y'all. A long time ago, a young Zen monk was living in a small monastery that was located in a forest which was near a small lake. The monastery was occupied by a few senior monks, while the rest were newcomers and still had much to learn. The monks had many obligations in the monastery, but one of the most important ones was their daily routine, where they had to sit down, close their eyes, and meditate in silence for hours at a time. After each meditation, they had to report their progress to their mentor. The young monk had difficulty staying focused during his meditation practice for a variety of reasons, which made him very mad. After the young monk reported his progress, or better say, a lack of it, to his mentor, the elder monk asked the young monk a simple question that had a hidden lesson. Do you really know what is really making you angry? The young monk replied, well, usually, as soon as I close my eyes and begin to meditate, there's someone moving around and I can't focus. I get agitated that someone is disturbing me even though they know I am meditating. How can they not be more considerate? And then when I close my eyes, again, try to focus, a cat or a small animal might brush past and disturb me again. By this point, even when the wind blows and the tree branches make noise, I get angry. If that is not enough, the birds keep on chirping and I can't seem to find any peace in this place. That dude take absolute awareness of everything around him. The elder monk simply pointed out to his pupil, I see that you become angrier with each interruption you encounter. This is exactly the opposite of what is the point of your task when meditating. You should find a way not to get angry with people or animals or any other thing around you that disturbs you during your task. After their consultation, the young monk went out on a monastery and looked around to find a place that would be quieter so that he could meditate peacefully. He found such a place at the shore of the lake that is nearby. He brought his mat, sat down, and started meditating. But soon a flock of birds splashed down in the lake near where the monk was meditating. Hearing their noises, the monk opened his eyes to see what was going on. Although the bank of the lake was quieter than a monastery, there was still things that would disturb his peace, and he again got angry. Even though he didn't find the peace he was looking for, he kept returning to the lake. Then one day the monk saw a boat tied at the end of a small pier. And right then, an idea hit him. Why don't I take the boat, row it down to the middle of the lake, and meditate there? In the middle of the lake, there will be nothing to disturb me. He rowed the boat to the middle of the lake and started meditating. As he expected, there was nothing in the middle of the lake to disturb him, and he was able to meditate the whole day. At the end of the day, he returned to the monastery. This continued for a couple of days, and the monk was thrilled that he had finally found a place to meditate in peace. He hadn't felt angry and continued to meditate. He hadn't felt angry and continued the meditation practice in a calm manner. On the third day, the monk sat in the boat, rowed to the middle of the lake, and started meditating again. A few minutes later, he heard some splashes of water and felt that the boat was rocking. He started getting upset that even in the middle of the lake, there was someone or something disturbing him. When he opened his eyes, he saw a boat heading towards him. He shouted, "Steer your boat away, or else you will hit my boat." But the other boat kept coming straight at him and was just a few feet away. He yelled again, but nothing changed. And so the incoming boat hit the monk's boat. Now he was furious. He screamed, "Who are you and why you have hit my boat in the middle of this vast lake?" There was no answer. This made the monk even angrier. He stood up to see who was on the other boat. To his surprise, he found that there was no one on the boat. The boat had probably drifted along in the breeze and had bumped into the monk's boat. The monk found his anger dissipating. It was just simply an empty boat. There was no one to get angry at all. At that moment, he remembered his mentor's questioning. "Do you know what is really making you angry?" And then wondered. It is not other people, situations, or circumstances. It's not the empty boat, but my reaction to it that causes my anger. Wow, how insightful. All the people or situations that make me upset and angry are just like the empty boat. They don't have the power to make me angry without my own reaction. The monk rowed the boat back to the shore. He returned to the monastery and started meditating along with the other monks. There were still noises and disturbances around, but the monk treated them as the empty boat and continued to meditate peacefully. When the elder monk saw the difference, he simply said to the young monk, "I see that you have found what is really making you angry and overcome that." That was beautiful. That was a beautiful story. And it falls along the lines of, hey man, other people are in control of their own emotions, just like you are in control of your own emotions, and you can't make nobody do anything. Only you control you. You understand? So yeah, it was probably like a leak chain. You react to one thing, you're gonna react to another, and your brain's gonna correspond, to the situation exactly. Don't believe everything you think. If I just kept checking this all video, this will only irritate you if you allowed it to. But hey, if you just simply ignore it, it doesn't exist. You understand? This might be me talking like kind of crazy out the side of my neck, but in the very far future, when I have children, a baby crying is not gonna ever bother me. Now that sounds kind of like insane because right now I don't have any children, but you know, I know how like some women will say they get overstimulated. But I don't believe in overstimulation because it's like, bro, what do you mean? And then it's like acknowledging that right there, you know, you overstimulated. So me acknowledging at any given time I'm overstimulated, it will literally immediately dissipate because I acknowledge the thought, the emotion, the feeling of it. You understand? So like, I have a fish tank, and it is constantly making a dripping water noise. But if every now and again I forget about it, the noise just became a natural ambiance in my place, and it's beautiful. And those my babies in there, and I love my babies. That's it for today's video, beautiful people. Thank you for coming to another Wisdom Talk. If you guys did enjoy the content, man, please make sure to leave a like, comment on what you guys think of this video, and subscribe if you have not. I really do appreciate it. Until next time, my beautiful people, always remember, challenge equals growth. That means up, there, on where to go. Stay blessed and continue elevating. You truly love to see it. Much love from your boy Joku. Peace.